out with doing this 80s nostalgic stuff with girl toys recently. So this past year in 2024, we come out with Strawberry Shortcake and Rainbow Bright. We've been expanding the line into all her friends, like lemon meringue, blueberry, all the different flavors there. But like the main doll's right there. That's going to be like your classic one. And then you got the smaller ones right here as well. And then her little bake shop that you can put together. And like I said, it's just expanding this year with all the different friends in the group. And then like we're going to have the lip gloss in 2025. Like I was saying, these are like the blind bags and the pudding cups. And there's like chase figures in there, and ones that glow in the dark. And backpack chains. These are like the kind of blind bags for that.
Nice.
Yeah, these did really well at San Diego.
Yeah, we even actually had the original Kinder's displays.
That's awesome. Same kind of thing. We started with Rainbow Bright, just the original, and then like the smaller version. She did win Toy of the Year this year, or Doll of the Year, sorry. Yeah, we're just expanding the line to the same type of thing with all her friends and pets and like good stuff.
You're all gonna make like the carrier, like the OG with the where it opens up?
Haven't got into that yet, no. But yeah, we're starting with some of her buddies here.
That's amazing.
And on the other side, literally same style as like.
Where's Sprite?
So there's Sprite. Yeah, same blind bag type situation with Strawberry Shortcake and the little chibis and pins. So
see, that's where we run into trouble with like we just got a huge girl collection from the '80s. Sells like that. Yeah. And then it's like if you have like a brother, you know, they cut the hair, rip the head off like on fire.
Yeah.
This is great because we always ask about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So this.
Yeah, we were just we just got one of those. And that's
so
awesome.
then there's My Pet Monster. That'll be later down this year. So these are just kind of prototypes. They're not the final ones, but you know, as you know, My Pet Monster is a big vintage thing. If you can find an original, those things are.
We've had a couple in the store.
Yeah, they go for monies.
Yeah,
even the chains.
The
chains go for can go for $100. You know.
Oh yeah. We had one just as recently as a couple months back.
Yeah. Nice.
I like the minis.
Yeah, the minis are really cool.
That's awesome, man.
Like I said, these are more of the prototypes, so there's going to be a little changes here and there, but yeah. They got this is through Hasbro, the license.
What's the price looking like?
I'm not sure yet. I don't think it's been finalized yet.
Okay.
Because it'll be later this year.
I saw that, yeah.
Wow. This is awesome.
Carmen and Jem. Right now, Walmart's the only one that has them available, but a lot of this stuff is going to be expanded. We just had our first kind of run of it, but all the rest of the Jem stuff is going to be July for everybody and all the other figures. But we just have the main Jem right now.
Very cool.
Yeah, they did a great job on Jem. Like they look really good. And then the Carmen one, that's more based off the Netflix series that they have. So it's not more of the original. So. But yeah,
still fun. They're bringing it back though.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I grew up on that. Like I'm playing the video game on the little Apple computer. Like trying to find her down and chase her down. Yeah, I did that too. So obviously my buddy.
We just had somebody asking about that in the store.
Yeah. And so we are coming out with Holly Hobby. That's going to be exclusive to Cracker Barrel. So it's a 50th year anniversary. So it's actually earlier than My Buddy. So My Buddy, I think you can get in Walmart right now.
Freaking Teletubbies.
Yeah, and then
we just got some of those in too. Original packaging. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, so they'll have the chibi ones, and these are like gonna be for Halloween. We're gonna have like Christmas ones, so there's gonna be all that stuff. And I'll show you what the chibi stuff will look too.
There you go, Sean.
Here you go, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna order a bunch of this stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say we're definitely gonna want this in the store.
So these are fully functional, like they were back in the day.
Oh, the little minis. The minis are
and the
cool.
minis too.
Yep. So they're full.
Killing it with the minis.
Last time we had some original ones come in, didn't even last 5 minutes.
I bet. Yeah.
The artwork on.
I mean, the nostalgia is like it sells. You know? I do vintage. I do vintage clothing on eBay myself for like clothing, like sportswear mostly stuff, but. You can see all the patterns, you know.
I never thought I'd see Popples at a brand new toy fair. This is cool.
Did you ever have one or?
No, I had one. I had I had two little sisters growing up.
Okay,
and so my younger sister, she had Popples, she had Jem, she had
all of that.
She-Ra. she definitely had Rainbow Bright. We watched a lot of Rainbow Bright when I was a kid.
Very cool.
Every kid from the 80s had this thing, and it was broken, and it was covered with, you turn it upside down, it had sand from the sandbox. Every kid that I grew up with had that guy, had this guy with broken wings.
Of course.
And obviously
missing all the accessories.
This thing always had broken clips on the back, but what's really great about having a chance to work on this stuff again, we're going in and we're going to engineer those things so they're stronger.
So the side mirrors don't pop off.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna make sure that all of those things are reinforced, but we're keeping all of the great features like the 4-wheel drive action on the Moon Rover in the back. We're putting a couple of cool bonus features that if you want to have a replica back to the 80s exactly, you can keep it that way. But you might see in some of the pre-release photos, there's a working winch in the back. Okay. So you can nice. So if you wanted to at a tough day at work, you want to winch out. You could do that, or if you want to fly around the switchblade and drop torpedoes on your cat, totally do that too. But one of the things that we added that's especially cool are these blast effect parts.
I love those.
But we didn't want to compromise the play features. One of the best things about M.A.S.K was they were great toys. They had steel axles, they rubber tires, lots of awesome spring-loaded action. But if you imagine that guy, fishing line, it's pretty sweet. One of the biggest and coolest improvements of this line is the sculpts. Sculpts for action figures have come a long way. This I got in my pocket here. This is the classic Mat Tracker. I'm going to put him next to the new Mat Tracker. You can see that while he's just slightly taller than the other one, the height has given us a chance to do ball jointed shoulders, a subtle ball joint action on the head. The deco is still in the process of being improved, but we're going to do really small eyes on there, improved deco of the body. You can see the two different tones on the chest, and every single one of these guys is going to come with their classic mask, plus some bonus surprises yet to be released on loyal subjects' social channels. We've got a range of price points here, and because of the classic 80s engineering, toys were made differently back then. They were made to stand the test of time. In order to do that, the price does reflect that. So we have $30 here for Condor, comes with a fully articulated figure, $50 for this guy. It's in classic packaging, consumer applied labels, still comes with a classic instruction booklet. All the accessories for Mat Tracker and Spectrum, $75 here for Thunderhawk. Thunderhawk has multiple spring-loaded features, as you can see here. These guys all pop open, just like the original. You've got the helicopter blade action once it's in helicopter mode. This thing's going to switch down. Pins aren't going to break this time around. And last but not least, the creme de la creme. Obviously, the second coolest, I'm biased because I used to work on Transformers, but second coolest semi-truck of the 80s is the Rhino MDU. It's got, like I said, 4-wheel drive action. This thing pops open at the spring with the touch of a button. The often lost missile. I think this guy fetches quite a price on eBay alone. That's a big compression spring, launches that guy out. You got the flip down ramp, so Bruce Sato can go in there and do telecoms.
Just swung on fire with some
back. And this thing, the other button, you got it. This guy pops out. These forks always broke.
I know. We have a bunch in the warehouse.
Yeah. So I think it's great, and it's going to have that exact same package that you remember back in the day. We're actually working with Hasbro to scan that original art.
Sure.
So it's going to look as much like the original as possible.
As close to it as we can.
Yeah, for $100, awesome. I think it's really cool to be able to get a complete Rhino that's not going to have a bunch of broken pieces, and it's going to be a lot of fun to play with. Honestly, 1985 debuted this line, and I was just talking to a guy from Australia. Whoever did marketing back for Kenner back in 1985 did one heck of a job, because everybody around the world loves this brand. I was talking to people in Ireland. There was a guy that had the Viewmaster of M.A.S.K and stuff like that. It was one of those things that I think might have been overshadowed at the